They call it the MFD, the multifunctional display. And the second I saw it, something felt completely off. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, was asking for this. So I went through the patch notes, the developer streams, the blogs, and once you connect the dots, you really can't unsee it. Because the real reason that SCS built the MFD has nothing to do with your PC. There are 3 clues that give it all away, and the third one isn't even about ETS2 or ATS. Stick with me, and you never look at a small dashboard update the same way again. You'll see exactly where this game is headed next. Clue 1, the menu nobody asked for. Clue 2, a problem only one type of player actually has. And clue 3, the launch SCS is quietly racing against. And by the end, I'll show you the one thing that makes the timing of all this impossible to call a coincidence. Look at what the MFD actually is. It's a menu. You scroll through on screen to change settings you used to change with a key press, maybe a button on your steering wheel, maybe something on a button box, maybe a click of a mouse. And here's the tell. On PC, this is actually slower. You already have a hotkey, so why would SCS add a slower way to do something you can already do instantly? After all, sometimes you just want to turn your wipers on, but why would they make it slower? Well, they wouldn't. Not for you. So who's it for? A scrollable on-screen menu is exactly what you build when the player doesn't have a keyboard. It's a controller navigation. That's not a dashboard feature, that's an input system for a gamepad. And the moment you realize it's built for a controller, a much bigger problem shows up. One that the PC player literally never thinks about. And a quick heads up before we go any deeper, with all new mod updates, I know things can get a little bit misplaced in your load order. There is an app, it's called the Truck Mod Doctor. It resorts your mods in one click so you can update from day one without the chaos. I'll leave a link in the description and you can check it out yourselves. Clue 2, count the controls in ETS2. Indicators, lights, wipers, retarder, cruise control, trailer, parking brake, air horn, the cameras. You've got something like 30 plus keybinds, and they're all burned into your muscle memory. On a keyboard, fine, you've got 100 keys to play with, so you could even add more. But now put that on a controller. A gamepad has what, maybe 10 buttons? You physically cannot map 30 trucking controls into 10 buttons. It's been the single biggest reason a real console truck sim has never took off in the past. So how do you solve it? Well, you stop relying on buttons and you put the controls in an on-screen menu the player actually scrolls through using the stick on a gamepad. You build an MFD. Version 161 isn't adding a dashboard, it's solving the exact problem that has blocked ETS2 for over a decade going onto console. Which just leaves one question: why now? Why drop the missing piece for console in 2026? Specifically, that's the clue that's turned a theory into a plan. Now here's the part SCS never put in one of their patch notes or in one of their blogs. They are not the only ones building a truck game anymore. The race is on. There's a new one coming, Road Kings, and it's launching on console first in 2026. Not on PC, then console. Like SCS, they're going straight for the living room trucker. This is the trucker that SCS has never actually served. So look at the timing. Aims at console truckers in 2026 with Road King, and that same window, SCS quietly ships the one input system a console version was always missing. That's not SCS adding a menu for our benefit. That's SCS getting on the grid before the actual race starts. The real reason behind 161 is that ETS2 is going to console, and Road Kings is the reason it's happening now. And once you accept that, one more detail clicks into place that makes the whole thing impossible to argue with. Think about who the MFD helps the least: PC players. with a keyboard. It is by design useless to the exact audience SCS already has, and perfect for the audience they don't have. You don't build a feature for players who aren't here unless you already know they're coming. If I'm right, in the next few updates is where SCS will slip up and show the hand completely. And I've already spotted 2 more things they left in 161, but that's for another video. Tracker out.